Hey guys, good morning. It's Stephen Dunn from Core Therapy and Pilates. It's Wednesday morning. I'm out on my back porch. It's a little humid, starting to rain a little bit. I just got back from a quick walk with the dogs and it started raining on us, and Dudley got all excited and spunky and going crazy. But anyway, I wanted to come back today and do a quick little live video because the other day I was, on Monday, I was teaching a little 10-minute class, or mindful movement class, and I mentioned the Slinkey effect of the spine. And when I mentioned the Slinkey effect of the spine, I said, oh man, I got to go home and look for a Slinkey. And I really realized that we didn't have a Slinkey at home, and so I said, man, we need to really get I need to get my boys to go get a Slinkey. And I'm thinking this in my head while I'm teaching this class when I used the reference of a Slinkey. And this was Monday, and the boys were off school, my kids. And when I got home that night around 5:30, my son came up to me and said, hey, Dad, look what I bought today at the mall, a Slinkey. So it was just kind of crazy that the day I had mentioned it, the day I thought, man, I need to get a Slinkey, my actual kid, the universe spoke, and he went and got a Slinkey. So then yesterday I was in the clinic, and someone that had watched the video had asked me, could you explain what you mentioned about the Slinkey? They weren't quite sure what I was referencing. So I'm going to go over that today with the Slinkey. And I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and I was born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s, and we had Slinkies all the time, and it was really a fun thing. My kids have had a few of them, but they've been the plastic crappy ones. So now he actually bought a good, nice metal one, and I'm very excited about it. But anyway, what does a Slinkey have to do with the spine, and what does all this mean? Basically, we tend to live our life compressed in our spine and forward. And as that happens, we end up with a whole bunch of mechanical problems. We end up with a lot of shortness in the neck, shortness in the chest, shortness in the psoas, the hip flexors, shortness in the quads, and then all of a sudden you try to stand up straight and you can't stand up straight, and there's no space. There's no space in between your vertebrae. There's no space in your muscles to actually stand erect. And what we try to teach people at Core, and what we try to really emphasize, is how can we take your spine from that compressed position, which is this, and we create a little bit of some length, like a Slinkey, okay? Because this is really what we need to accomplish, is this. And so when we talk about the core engaging and the shoulder blades going back and down and the head coming back, the reality is it's creating this Slinky effect, or a decompression of your spine. So that's really it in a nutshell. We want to create decompression of the spine. We want to create length in the spine. And if we're like this, that's not very good. But if we're like this, we're going to be doing in a much, not shaking that much, but like this, we're going to be in a much better place. So that's my story of the Slinkey and the spine. I hope that makes sense. We want a long, elongated spine. We don't want that short, compressed spine. So do your release work. Release your chest, release your hip flexors with the ball, and then do your strengthening work. Core engagement, shoulder blade engagement, chin tuck, and again, we're creating length in the spine. So, hey, thanks for joining us, guys. I appreciate it. I can't tell who it is, but I see a few likes coming up, so thanks, guys. That's it for today, guys. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. Have a great day. Bye now.